So yesterday I was running with the Challenger and the Ritualist. I was able to level those up to 10 both. So now I am leveling up my Alchemist, and I'm doing a Summoner build here, which is working pretty well. We are about halfway. We're past the 5 mark, so we can get to our second skills. I'm using the Flyer, and I'm sticking with the Stone Mist just for the damage reduction. Kind of like a bulwark kind of thing. Plus, it kind of protects you from status effects, which can come in handy. I'm just gonna keep that going for now. I mean, I guess I could go with the Frenzy Dust also, but for what I have going on right now, this is fine. This is fine. Oh, and then in terms of what I'm running, the weapons. I'm running around with the Royal Hunting Bow. Got the familiar, my bat. For the summoner effects, like we got the Soul Anchor. So every time we summon, we increase all damage dealt by 20% for 30 seconds, and that resets every time you say you summon your flyers. Or I also have the Root Lash mod. So every time you throw one of those mods out, you're increasing damage by 20% basically. And then because I have the Royal Hunting Bow, I got the Archer's Crest, we got the Soul Shard, so we're increasing all damage by 4% for each active summon up to 12%. So we're more often than not going to have at least 2, so that's 8%. And then, when things get a little heavy and we're throwing the mods around, that's going to be 3. So we're going to be at 12% extra damage. And then for some protection, I got the Fey Protector Signet for some health and stamina, and the Ring of the Robust. So that pretty much rounds out what I am going to be running today. It's a little different than what I had yesterday. But again, like I said, we are in a ramp-up mode. We're trying to get this character back to where I had it previously. Basically, all right, just to explain, in case you didn't know, if you roll Yeisha, either on adventure mode or campaign, doesn't matter which one. Easier to do it in adventure mode if you don't have it, or if you haven't gotten that far in the campaign mode. You want the one that starts with the red throne. And that way you're going to be running around, and you will eventually get your hands on the ornate lockbox. And then you get the ornate key. Do not bring it back to the Empress. Open the lockbox with the key, and then you come here. Basically, you plant the seed here, and after, it takes about 6 hours of real time, or at least in-game time. Every time you come back, it's going to be a little bit bigger, and then eventually you'll have a tree where you're going to be able to pluck this celestial Thane fruit, which basically is a cheat death. It's kind of like a die-hard perk you can put in your pocket. I'm also using the double barrel handgun, which is kind of like a hand cannon kind of thing, hand shotgun. I do have a recommendation with this. So I prefer, when I'm running the double barrel, to use it with the extender mutator. This increases the magazine capacity of this weapon by 40%, which basically for this, I mean, it's a good mutator anyway, but I feel like it makes a big difference going from 2 shots in the barrel to 3. It makes this gun a lot more effective. And yeah, it's when I use it with that mutator, it's in my opinion one of the better handguns to use. The only thing is you're not getting a lot of range with it. It's more of a close range kind of thing. But there's ways you can get around that as well. Ow. So, but like basically the way I'm running it is when the enemies are at a distance, I got the hunting bow, and if I'm being overwhelmed, if they're running up on me, out comes the double barrel. Then elite. Let's go say hi. I need some Luminite crystals. Really what I need is some corrupted Luminite crystals. I would love to run into some aberrations. The manageable ones. Ah. You know what? I'm sending my bat after you. Fuck you. Where'd you go? Oh, you're over there. That bat is such a dope mod, by the way. If you get your hands on it, that's the one where if you're in Losum, I believe, and you run into the Huntress, and you have the Dreamcatcher, Someone's running up at me. Yeah, the Dreamcatcher melee weapon. You catch her when she's sleeping. You wave the melee weapon at her, and you can basically fight the Huntress in the dream world, and then you can get your hands on the Bat Familiar. Not hard. You just you need the right things to roll and Losum. But yeah, really, I would need some corrupted Luminite crystals. In my opinion, the best way to go about getting corrupted Luminite crystals, I mean, I'm not going to do it now, but you want to just keep, obviously you need the DLC, the Awakened King DLC. If you have that, just keep rolling the DLC adventure mode, and you get an aberration. You get that asshole frog aberration right at the start, and just keep doing that over and over again. It doesn't even matter what difficulty you're on. You're going to get 7 corrupted Luminite crystals every time, unless they patch that out, but you can correct me if I'm wrong there. But yeah, as of like a week or two ago, I was just like, you can, within 30 minutes, you'll have like a whole bunch of corrupted Luminite crystals, and then you can upgrade all your mutators. Okay, tagging me up there. Oh, I was being sloppy. God damn it. Anyway, new updates are dropping in Division 2 soon. Rebalance weapons and gear. There's been a lot of things happening with Division 2. Like, there's a whole season that I've kind of skipped out on. I think the last time I was running, it was like Season 5 had just dropped, and you had that, I forget the lady. I think it was like some Russian lady, or she had some kind of Russian name or something like that. Matter of fact, I was talking to a friend of mine that we play Division 2 all the time. Now we play Remnant, you know, when I'm not streaming, but he was reminding me the last time we were playing Division 2, that's when you had that, what was that exploit everyone was doing where they were like shooting their oxidizer at the door? And you had all, like, you could kind of like trap all the enemies in there and they would just infinitely respawn. We spent hours doing that. Hours. Like, nah, man. Like, yo, we jumped up, what was it? We must have jumped up like at least 600 shade levels. It was crazy before they, like, it was really sad when they fixed that and patched that out. I was like, God damn it. It was like every time we would turn on Division 2, guess where we were headed? We're headed to that mission. It's been so long now, I can't remember the name of that mission. Where you were at the power plant or, oh shit. Oh, come on. Sometimes I gotta remind myself, you're on Apocalypse, dude. Pay attention. Like, it's one of those things where, yeah, I'm often asking myself, wait, I need the ring that does this. What ring is that again? And I'm like scrolling through my whole inventory. That's why I was saying in the beginning, I've actually come to value not purchasing every ring that's in Reggie's inventory and Cass's inventory. If I'm not using it, and I know I'm probably not going to be using it, I'd rather just keep my inventory a little bit cleaner. Like right now, I have somewhere between 65 and 70 rings. I haven't counted recently. Somewhere in there. It's at least 60, maybe even, yeah, I might even be at 70 by now. And that's a lot. I'm like, damn, there's a lot of rings. Where is this one? The one I'm looking for is which one? Like, I'm just scrolling through. And that's the only sad thing is, while my now deceased main character did have a lot of them. He didn't have all of them, but he had like a lot. Not a lot of rings. Like most of the rings that I didn't have, I would either look it up and be like, wait, what ring is that? And then I would look at what the ring does and just be like, okay, I'm not interested in that. And just, you know. Like, there were a lot of rings like that. A lot of melee rings. Although I do want to do a melee build. That's been delayed. That was actually when I had my other character before I deleted him by accident. That was one of the next things I was going to work on, was doing a melee build. Which, yeah, I don't have the Spectral Blade, do I? Yeah, I need to go get the Spectral Blade and and like play around with that a little bit. which means I need to head back to Narud at some point. Fight Shahala. But I got to do it with the override pin, which those things got to be on site. I think I'm finally where kind of supposed to be. Is that Huntress over there? Oh, they're gonna. God damn it! I did not intend to. No, no, hell no. Oh, god damn it! I really don't intend to fight this thing. But worst come to worst, I didn't want to run through this whole thing again. I'm like, let me just activate the checkpoint. I mean, I guess we can dance, but I did not intend to wake this bitch up. Although I suppose, do I get corrupted Luminite crystals for this? I don't think so. We'll see what happens. But if I die, it's like, whatever. I'm just gonna keep it moving. But I will give it a good attempt. Someone throwing shit at... Oh, a whole other elite. Okay, this is where it gets crazy. Like, okay, you're asking a lot of me right now. Way too much happening. Stone skin. Need that. Why am I hearing the ambush sound now? Who the hell is coming now? I don't like you. Ouch. Ugh. Gotta love the bat. Definitely helpful. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. That's crazy. On Apocalypse mode too, that was just an unwanted fight. And then an elite snuck in too. Like, what the hell? Glad that actually worked out. But I feel like I got a lot done. This was a really good run. Made a lot of good money. Got some good rings, amulets, a couple of weapons, a new melee weapon.